Okay, are we ready to reconvene?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The next several items are setting public hearings dates. And so I think we could have a motion to
Right, do we on each one?
do each one individually, or we can do them all on the, is there any reason we can't set it all on one date? Let's have an individual motion.
All right, Mr. Chairman, regarding application 16-14 of Mark Lebetkin, Redstone Pub, agent George Marketo's owner for special exception pursuant to Article 10, Section H of the Simsbury zoning regulations, I recommend that we, or I ask that we set a public hearing date of May 2nd, 2016,
Wait a second.
7 o'clock.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr.
Okay.
Chairman, regarding application 1615 of Jerry Toner, Director of Culture, Parks and Recreation, Town of Simsbury, owner for a site plan amendment for renovations and construction of recreational facilities at Simsbury Farms Recreational Complex located 100 Oak Farms Road, West Simsbury, Zone R40. I move that we set a public hearing for May 2nd, 2016 at 7 o'clock.
This is not a
No
public.
public hearing was required on agenda item 4.
But we could have,
I'm
There was
sorry.
a request to table that because they were awaiting a decision from conservation.
Okay, so a motion to table that.
okay, all right.
Sorry.
Wow, after reading all that, the motion is to,
The one thing I would say, Mr. Chairman, it should be in your packet. It's a warming shelter associated with the hockey rink on the northern side. If everybody's familiar with kind of a barn and lean-to structure, it's a fully enclosed lean-to on the northern side. Design review gave a favorable recommendation to you this evening. It is only visible internally from the facility. In essence, almost only visible if you're at the golf pro shop looking in a southerly direction, and completely complies with all the dimensional requirements. I don't know if any commission members have any questions associated with that.
So-
Either Jerry Toner or Jeff Shea will be here in 2 weeks.
So a public hearing is needed?
No
No,
public hearing
no
is
public
required.
hearing,
Well-
but we're,
Couldn't you just put
Tabling.
it on the consent agenda and we'll just vote it next time and tell Jerry and Jeff to stay at their office?
If you do not have any questions of the Director of Parks and Culture or the town engineer, we can pass that along to them.
I think that's a good idea. Everybody else agree?
It's fine with me.
Good. So we'll put that on a consent agenda next time.
all right, then, Mr. Chairman, regarding application 1616 of Louis George Esquire, agent BMG Properties LLC, owner for special exception pursuant to Article 10, Section E5 of the Simsbury zoning regulations to reduce the number of parking spaces required on the property located at 560 to 566 Hot Meadow Street, that we set the public hearing on May 2nd, 2016.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries.
All right.
Application 1617.
All right, we'll do that one too. Mr. Chairman, regarding application 1617 of Shelby Busherman, P.E. Woodard and Curran agent, Town of Simsbury owner for a special exception pursuant to Article 7, Section A3 for public utility installation needed for the public convenience and necessity for the replacement of the Terrafill water storage tank on the property located at the westerly side of Mountain Road, Terrafill, across from 56 Mountain Road, being shown as Assessor's Map K05, Block 127, Lot 20, R25, that the public hearing be set for May 2nd, 2016.
No.
What does this say? Public hearing must open by 6:22.
Yeah,
Why
so
don't we?
May 2nd is before that.
May 2nd is fine.
We
Well, why
have some
does it-
notice requirements, Mr. Chairman. The 16th of May would be the date.
5/16 is better? All right, then I change that to 5/16.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, carries.
Do we have public notice things on the alcohol on the next one?
We have already taken care of that.
Okay.
Excuse me, sorry.
No, this is
5/16 on 7.
But Say what?
The next one is 516.
On
May,
agenda 7,
May.
May also.
Oh, May 16th, okay. All right, Mr. Chairman, regarding application 1618 for Jansen, agent, Town of Simsbury, owner for a special exception pursuant to Article 10, Section 4 for temporary liquor permit for a one-day event on the property located at 1 Old Barge Road, Assessors Map H11, Block 144, Lot 007, Zone R15, to set the public hearing for May 16th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Okay. We have a request from Marshall Epstein for a 5-year extension to the site plan, administratively approved April 21st, 2011. They're not ready to build anything, and they'd like to extend it.
What's the normal extension there? That's a long time, it seems.
Under state statute, you have up to 10 years on a site plan.
What does administratively approved mean? Vote, it was something else.
The file references a administrative approval a little over 5 years ago, no, a little less than 5 years ago. Let's say over.
I don't remember
That
that.
wasn't that long ago.
I don't remember that, but it might have been a consent agenda. I don't remember that being consent.
I was on design review when it came through, so it's 2 years.
What was approved is a building roughly 1,100 square feet that had no commercial kitchen associated with it. In essence, it was a wine tasting room. It had a vat in the northwest corner of the building, internal to that. It was a small barn-like structure, so it was very minimalistic in its use and kind of how it would be utilized by the farm, and it was clearly accessory to the farm winery activity, and potentially could have been approved on a consent type agenda between the planning director and the chairman.
Could have been just another barn on the farm.
It could have been another barn on the farm, but it, you know, it was clearly in the letter, it says it was approved by the planning director. It wasn't approved by the zoning enforcement officer, it was approved by the planning director.
Okay, shall we give him a 5-year extension?
I think I have a follow-up question to that then. It was approved. Anything that comes further, if we approve the extension, we're approving an extension, we're not approving.
You're approving an extension to a permit that was issued for a tasting room of 1,100 and I think 50 square feet without having it right in front of me.
Right.
For a tasting room.
And if
any
anything
changes to that
would come,
could be anticipated, would require site plan approval by the commission.
and would come, okay,
And would come back before you.
okay. Sorry, that was my other question.
So do we need any more discussion, or can we take action on that item, Jamie?
Again, you would be granting an extension to something that was previously approved.
So we can take action on that
We
tonight.
could take
Right.
action on approving it, or we could say no.
Well, extending it, right, yeah.
I-
Okay.
My point was just, we don't need to wait for the next meeting or a public
do
hearing.
not.
We can deal with this in the next
Then
5
we
minutes.
can deal with this in the next 5 minutes. Okay.
Right.
Do you want to make a motion, Bruce?
Yeah, I'm comfortable motioning that we go ahead and approve the 5-year extension that was requested by Marshall Epstein to extend the site plan amendment that was approved administratively on April 21st, 2011, with no changes to the site plan that was approved, only the date, so that it goes out 5 more years.
Is there a
Second that.
Second. More discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Okay, I think we're down to general commission business.
Mr. Chairman, under item A, discussion of new and ongoing, discussion of new and ongoing projects. I have nothing to report from what we have given to you past. Garden Homes is moving forward. Highcroft is moving forward. Big Y, not know anything. more than we know, and that is we have no definitive dates associated with their construction schedule or plans. And, you know, a number of developers have, again, been kicking the tires, a few taking test rides in town, but again, all depending on the economy and how things bear out through the summer. Working diligently on the zoning regulations. We have a meeting scheduled this Thursday with Glenn Chalder, and then, in fact, maybe meeting every week for the next couple of months to go through those. The second aspect is we do have budget hearings coming up. We have two components of the budget as kind of our working capital, which is primarily associated with salaries. And we also have we're part of the capital improvement program, where we have $130,000 for the POCD plan. We also have a little over 92.5 for projects, updates to zoning regulations, and site-specific targeted studies associated with property development. Your support at hearings could be appreciated. There may be some issues as we move forward in the capital improvement side. I think the POCD is potentially, because it's a statutory requirement, becoming a little more concerned about the other projects. What it could mean is we have to stop work on our zoning regulation rewrite.
Aren't those
Which
in
we
the,
knew.
aren't those in the referendum?
Those would be on the there is one more public hearing next.
It's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, tomorrow night.
And the zoning reg revisions, and we'll go back to the accessory apartments, because we had asked to take a look at those too. And I saw that several of the other towns had a limit in there, and so can we get some opinion here? Because I thought town council told us it wasn't possible,
Yeah,
then what
that's
you've got
right.
these other towns doing.
You will find that a number of municipalities write language into the regulations that may or may not be consistent with statute and or recent case law. So again, as we go through workforce housing and also the accessory apartments, our primary task right now with zoning is the reorganization of them and correcting the inconsistencies. As we delve into the, we have issues potentially with accessory housing, workforce housing, signage. You look at the regs and how do you get a sign for a pad? Who would think that the pad wouldn't have signage? Because if we have an overlay on that mountain, I don't have a back way in on the signage. So we'll try and kind of, we're bucket listing a lot of things, Kevin, and we're trying to notch off a lot of those bucket lists. What I'm concerned about in that 92.5, those access to those resources to me are very important to fixing and modernizing our regulations. You had these great studies at the 100,000 foot level, and we're now bringing those down to the regulatory, 5 foot, 1 foot, 1 inch level, and we really need to move forward with those. And I wouldn't want to have to put another Band-Aid on the regulation versus actually fixing them.
But along the lines of what Kevin was talking about, though, concerning the public hearing that we have with the accessory apartment text amendments.
Since we have a hearing, I feel very uncomfortable talking about accessory apartments this evening.
But I'd like to get,
But council,
Council opinion.
as far as us being able to ask council questions concerning that at the public hearing.
we can direct you to ask,
Yes.
for you to ask
Correct.
council for opinion on this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think I got the sense that at least one other person on the commission tonight, there's a little bit of that flavor of you vote the amendment up or down the way it came in. That's my experience in years gone by, up or down the way it came in. We don't negotiate.
It's negotiating.
No. Up or down.
No, I understand that,
But
but
my
just as
point
far
was
as-
just along the lines of the town council, if town council could look at it and say various segments of that thing are not enforceable, or they're inconsistent
We
with,
need an opinion on it.
Right,
Rather
because,
than wait to a
Have a
second.
meeting.
the applicant might want to
Schedule
withdraw and
council.
resubmit.
Yeah.
You do.
he's-
Okay, great,
Awesome.
great, thank
We've
you.
asked him to do that.
okay.
How about a
Oh, motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, guys.